this moment. That's how I felt.
No way. No, my backhand's not going on. But it's because you're very consistent and you're changing the pace and the length really well, so it's hard to get into a rhythm.
Okay. And
Annoying.
then you start risking too much, right? To get the point immediately in the backhand.
Because in the open rally, you're just crushing me.
Because I'm more consistent, then you say, okay, I have to risk more to get the point immediately.
Exactly, yeah. Just a normal rally.
But the forehand, you made many mistakes before with the forehand. I think today not even one. It's very, very good, the forehand. The backhand needs more consistent. That's why I played mostly there. You know, because I knew for your forehand is super, and there I was better. Even when you can play all table, I was better, more consistent playing on your backhand.
Yeah, it's not even. Don't even have a chance there. It's just. Sometimes I can. Sometimes it's better than that. That was quite bad on the backhand. I was missing more than I normally do. But it's probably more because what you were doing, you were like slowing the pace down and speeding up sometimes, and you can't get in a rhythm. It's like table tennis. You mix up really well. It's what good players do. So it's not so easy for me to get my backhand in.
You have just to be a little bit more consistent, a little bit more in front, I think. You play either too fast when you want to get the point, or you play too soft. I think you have to find a little bit the middle thing.
Yeah.
So I think you played the soft, you played too much high, and then the fast you play right, you play it like this, but it's too fast. I think if you, instead of the high, the sure thing, little bit in front, but again sure, the ball will come more difficult to me because it will come more flat and it will jump more to me. Okay. Whereas when you play your soft like this, it's I feel like I'm much better there, right? Because you don't.
And if I'm going too hard, you can just get it on nice and easily. Yeah, yes. I don't vary it enough. It's either fast or slow. Yeah, it's not in the middle.
I think a little bit. If you make it a little bit faster, like can we play a little bit here down the line? So you play your soft like this, right? That's how you play your soft, and then you play your fast. You play right. You play like this, but it's too risky. If you do so, you do the movement like with the fast, but softer, like this, like this. You know, this ball, like a little bit more in front, like a little bit more guiding the ball, like this. Yeah, so you have still the feeling, still a little bit more. It's still too slow, a little bit more, like this. So this you don't risk too much, but your ball is much better quality, like this. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
You don't feel your risk there, right?
No, you're right.
So it's still not, you will not get the it will be much more difficult for me.
Yes, just gonna open my window because I'm. Sorry, steaming up a little bit.
And another thing which you don't do, which is a very big weapon for left-handers, is what you do with your serve. When you do your serve and then turn around and do your forehand, it's very, very good. I think I lost all of them. You should you should think about doing this also in match. When you do the ball here, let's say we play here, and then you send one very much in the corner, not too fast, like this, you know, like this, and then you turn around.
Okay.
Because most of the time people, like very few people, like if they have to run, right? If I have to run, very few people will play down the line. They are more. They don't think about where to play. They think about, oh, I have to catch this ball, right? And usually it will go there. So if you play a good ball there in the corner, like play one in backhand, like play one in the corner here, one in the corner, and the other. No, it has to be really in the corner. Okay. Like, let me show you, like one here, one here, and one there.
Yeah, okay.
try this.
Oh, jeez.
And then yes, and then you turn around.
Then turn around, yeah. Okay.
Yes, because you played left right, but you stayed always with your backhand. So when you see I'm running here, turn around, and then take the point. Yes, and then you play forehand here.
Normally I would. It's just I don't have that much room here.
Ah, I thought because you turn anyway with your when you do the serve after the serve.
And I can't. I feel okay when I'm slow spinning.
When you open the hand too much, you don't have space. Ah, okay, I see.
I do have space, but I'm scared of doing it. I need to just make myself.
Because from chop you close your hand a little bit more, and from up you have to open it, right? So it's more difficult. You need more space. Okay.
I do have space. It's confidence. It's not like
okay.
shit. It doesn't feel like there's room, although there is.
Okay.
This bloody door went 2 seconds. That should be fun. Okay, let's have another game unranked, and then I'll try and work on these things.
So I think if you do this and touch the backhand sooner, you let it too much high, so you lose also time. It comes high and then you play a little bit like a drop, you know, like this, like
Sorry.
drop. Yeah, let's try a little bit. Yeah, let's try a little bit sooner. As soon as it jumps up. You're waiting too much. Sooner.
Okay.
See, if you listen to the sound, when the ball comes to me, you hear pop up, pop up, pop up, and your side you hear pop, 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 like pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're waiting too much. Sooner. As soon as the ball touches, yes, and then above the ball. Yeah, like this. This is very good ball, and you don't risk too much. You're just using also my spin and my speed. You don't have to put too much yourself. Just use the incoming ball and give a little bit spin from the top. Yeah, like this. Like this.
Got you.
Just use this exactly. Use the speed that comes from me and the spin, and just a little bit pop up, little bit of yours. Not, you don't have to too much. Yeah, but I have to brush the ball. Yes, like this. And straight. Like this. Like this, yes. Up. You hear the sound on my side, where it's go pop up, pop up, pop up. Because I as soon as it touches, I give it a little. Try to do this like drop shot. Remember when we did this with chop, long chop, and then you did pop up?
Yeah.
Like this, but in front.
Okay.
Like this, but in front. Yes. Yes, like this.
Yeah,
exactly. Like this. This is much more difficult for me, and you don't risk at all with this ball. Like this.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's a big difference.
I'm going like this.
Like this. It's enough. You don't have to do this, but also not this. If you do this, I feel very confident here. I can play sure, and do this, and I feel like I will win the point there. But if you play a little bit faster and give me less time, and I have to do, then I feel uncomfortable. And you don't risk much.
Okay. Cool. Well, let's go unranked, because...
Yeah.
Yeah, world class. Yeah,
And front, you
perfect.
go too much up. You have to go more. You go too much up. You do this. You have to do more this in front.
Okay.
Sorry. Yes. There you go.
Yes. Okay.
Huge difference. And you don't risk, right? You don't risk at all. Just a little bit with the wrist, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's much better.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a bit of a delay there. That's why.
Yes. You see it of me also. Yeah, forehand is very good.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
you're so
Huge
right, yeah.
difference. But I shouldn't give you those tips because now you can beat me.
Definitely not.
I forgot you have 2,700. Can I rewind and delete this?
Yeah, I'll go back to these big backhands. No problem.
And,
No, that's so good. That's really helpful.
yeah, it's a big difference, and you don't have to risk, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
And
That's
you
really
saw you saw just a little bit because it's the timing. Like the ball comes quickly back to me because you do this pop up and don't let it too much go up, and it comes flat. And the spin you give, when you give this spin, the ball will jump high. So it's easier for me. When you give this spin, the ball will come to me like this. It will jump like this.
Is it the same in normal table tennis as well? Do you real life?
Yes,
Exact same.
exactly the
yeah.
same. A very good video was with when Dan did with when you see someone who does this. All the Chinese do this in
Yeah,
front.
of course.
And the video he did with Ovtcharov, look at him.
Yeah, with this.
He has this is the first exactly, and then he has his racket like this. You have to look at his racket. He's like this, like his backhand is parallel to the floor, and then he just does exactly. He just does this above the table, pop up, and forehand like that. And all you see, all those top players have their hand in front. Only when they do from chop, they go down. Then you will always see they have their hand here, almost stretch out the arm. They don't go from here. They are like this, and then
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, let's see if I can keep doing it more.
Yeah,
it's better.
much better. See, see how I move now. I'm like.
Yeah. As before, it was just like.
Yeah, it was like this. Before I was just thinking, don't do mistake. Easy, just bring the ball a little bit, spin a little bit. That was my thought. Now I'm like, I don't think at all. I just reacting to bring the ball in.
Yeah.
And you played only here. If you would have played one here, it's easy. And I have to come here. You play one there, and it's finished.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, delay. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's very good. Yes. Yes, much more difficult. Well, it's much more difficult for me. It jumps from my racket immediately.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
Which do I'll forfeit this game. So let's look on your phone.
Like this, yes. Very good. Very good. Like this. Very good. Always on the top. Always on the top. Yeah.
Too far.
Yes, small movement like this. Very small. Very small. Just a little bit. Pop, pop. Like this. It's enough. Just the timing is the most important thing. Exactly. Just this movement is enough. Very little with the wrist. Very good. timing
good,
and right spot where you hit it, brush like this, and that's it. Oh, very good. This is,
Oh yeah, so much better.
this is,
I want to try this in real life now.
this is same.
It's gonna be
I mean, the best video is with Optrov. Look, I watched it yesterday because I'm thinking about buying the rubbers, the Dignix 09C.
Yeah.
And I saw the videos he did. It's exactly the rubber I want because I love the Hurricane, but it's so slow, and if you don't boost, you cannot play this thing, right? And from what I heard, from what Ovtcharov said, from what Dan also said, when he compared it with the Hurricane, it's the Hurricane just faster, right? Which is perfect. So I watched all the videos, and one video was with Ovtcharov. Watch exactly this video with Ovtcharov. Look how he does it, like this, and just the wrist and little pop, 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 and that's it. Even the fast ball, he gives chop to Dan. Dan does a soft spin, and then from up, just this.
Okay.
Oh.
That's really good. Sorry. Hey.
Very good. Little bit less, like this. A little bit more relaxed, a little bit less. You just need, the most important thing is this little thing with the wrist. It's enough. This speed. That's like this. Pop, and right timing. Because if you touch the ball when it's rising, you take the speed of the ball and then add a little bit of yours. Whereas when you wait too much, you have to put all the speed yourself, right?
Exactly.
So when it comes up, you take the speed from the ball, a little bit with the wrist you give on top of it, and that's it. Like this, very good. Yes, come on.
Oi.
Very good. The only thing you have to do is brush. Always brush the ball so it will go where you want. The brushing is the most important thing. Yes, so it takes the trajectory you want. All the balls you like this, you lose. It's because you don't brush clean. Sometimes your wrist, you will see in the video later, sometimes your wrist goes a little bit like this. You find it from the side. You have to be more straight. If you touch it clean with a little bit brush, that's it. It will always go in. Just a little bit, yeah, that's it. Yes. Like this, and flat. Flat, right in front, straight in front.
Yeah.
Like this. Exactly. Like you would counter. Exactly like you would. Yeah, like this. Exactly. Like straight.
Yeah.
That's too much. A little bit less. Less it. That's enough.
Yeah. Hey.
Like this. There you go. There you go. That's very good. That's it.
Too much.
Yeah, too much. You don't need too much. You have to put in your mind like it has to. It doesn't have to go like super fast. You have to find a good speed where you say, okay, this ball has a satisfying speed, but at the same time, you need the feeling I can play like this 30 balls. It's very important.
Yeah.
Like I can play like this 30 balls. If you see like you lose, then go a little bit softer, right? But but not too soft. It needs to have a good speed, right? But it doesn't have to be so much that you break your consistency.
Exactly. Okay. Yes. So I'm happy medium.
That's too much. Just like this. Just a little bit. Like this. Yeah. Like this. Yes. Perfect.
Hey.
Very good. Oh,
Sorry.
you made the ball disappear. Can you imagine this in real life? Yes. Perfect. It doesn't need to be fast. Just
Yeah, looks like it goes on. You don't know. You just have to hit the ball away. It's clever.
just no this. That's it.
Yeah, just
Just the same thing here. It's up. See? Look what I do. I do almost nothing. Look how little I do and how fast the ball comes. See?
that's what you do against me a lot, actually, in the rally.
Yeah.
I'll feel like I'm back a little bit. As soon as I move back a little bit, and then you'll go out wide.
Yeah.
As soon as like you see me moving, it's just
Yeah. I keep you there, and when I see it's open, then I give you a
Yes.
good ball. But it has to be good speed so you don't attack me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is the good thing with left-handers. You have a big advantage over right-handers because we both have this corner, but we play always with right-handers mostly, right? You have with everybody this corner. If you find this, did you play with Skylar?
Yes,
I would, you know him?
yeah, he's good.
Yes, he has this very good, very good. I will try to find the video with him and post it in the comments of this video. See how many times he plays the ball here and I don't even touch it. If you have this ball plays it all the time.
Yeah, he beat me really quite comfortably. Like I think I won one match maybe, but it was at the end.
He's also very good, but he is very inconsistent. Like one day he beats me, next day he loses like, you know. You're more. He risks even more than you.
Okay. Against me, he was just getting the ball on the table really, and I was missing.
Ah, he didn't. Maybe he felt comfortable. That's why.
Exactly. Yeah, because I'm just too wild.
Ah, he said, okay, he will lose on his serve. I don't have to do anything. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So try this, like 2-3, and then try to hit
Switch.
here.
Yeah.
Not here. Here.
Yeah.
Up.
Ah, come on.
I'll do one.
I need to just get the feeling again though.
Ah, okay. That's very difficult ball. Yes.
Yeah.
But you do. This is a problem when you play too much straight. You have this angle, and then you want to change, but it's not enough, and you play like here. To change this, you play as you play here, and then you have to touch the ball on the left side or on the right side.
Yeah, it's not enough to just
like
move
here.
Like
Here, not here. You try to do this and then do there.
Yeah.
From here.
Yeah.
So from this side.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Come on. Yes. And then just put the wrist out. Yes. Here you have to work more with this. Look where I touched the ball. Look at the point I touched the ball. Just look.
Yeah.
See, I play it from here. I play like this.
I just need to make myself do it.
See, from the side. From the side I hit the ball. Not from here, from the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you do too much like this because you have to go, wait a minute, you have to go first on this side and then play. Just play directly there to find the angle. Just play directly there. From here, directly there. Like this.
So forward and then.
Yes, but more, you're still coming too much from here. Like this. You have to, when you play like this, first you go to the racket like this and from there.
I understand.
Yes, that's too much. Don't need so much. How do you play like here?
Yeah, too much.
How do you play like this? How do you play diagonally, warm up? Okay. Hold your racket where you hit. Hold your racket where you hit. Where do you hit the ball? Okay, when you hit the ball here, just hold your racket there and then take position for parallel. Just move your and leave the racket like you play diagonally. Then you see how you have to hold it. Leave the racket like this and just move your body now. So if you play like this, right? And then you leave your like this, and then you leave this and turn your body and play the same. No?
Yeah.
Yes, like
That's right.
exactly. Yeah, that was perfect.
Hey.
And you will see the same thing will happen in real life. Exactly the same. This was too much like this. Straight.
I know when I realize what I'm doing wrong. I still do
okay,
it,
okay. I just have to find it. Okay.
Hey.
Yes.
And I was gonna.
And you can also see when Dan plays with Timo, like they play also here. This exactly thing.
Yes.
When you watch, remember this video. See, he does like this from up. Only when he goes back, then he does these things. And you will see it will work exactly like this in real life.
Yeah.
Like this. There you go.
Too much. Brush.
Yeah, a little bit. Just like this. Exactly. Just a little bit. And in front. Pop, pop. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Like this.
I got it, I think. Yeah, that's great. And that's really good. Thank you very much for that. That's going to really help.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I hope it will not help you beat me now.
Oh, no. It's still be good.
It will help. When you play with me, you play the old version, okay?
No problem. Still miles away, sis.
But it's better for me also. The better you become, it's more difficult for me. It's better practice for me also.
Exactly, yeah.
Because it's more pressure for me. Because now I was like, the only thing I thought, don't do mistakes. Just don't do mistakes and just little bit the ball in. But if you would have done this, then I'm like, oh my God, now I have to, risk also a little bit more myself. Try it. You are playing in real life now? You can go to the hall and play?
No way.
Okay.
No way. No. Not for a while, I don't think. But no, this is fine. This is safer.
Yeah. But you will see it's exactly the same. And watch the video where Tom and where Dan and Ball played like this, exactly same, and especially how Ovcharov plays. He is like this. Just a pop, pop. Yeah, like this. And you will see in the video, sometimes you have to be a little bit more steady with your wrist. Your wrist goes a little bit too much. That's why you lose. Because you don't have always the same contact, right? You do too much like this, and sometimes you hit it right, sometimes you hit it like this, a little bit more straight. Like exactly like this.
Try this 2 cents?
Yes, like this.
To brush more though, yeah, that's it.
Perfect. Like this, small movement and good brush. That's it. Good brush, right and straight in front. That's it. Bravo. Perfect. This is perfect. And you see, it's a high quality ball, and you don't do much, right? You don't feel like.
Yeah.
You just have to find the right touch. Yeah, you're not risking too much. Yeah. Very good.
Try to do. Sorry.
Come on, it's very difficult. Wow. Yes. A little bit more. A little bit like this more.
No, I did it wrong. I felt it.
Okay. Like
That's
very
what
good. Yeah,
I
like this from here. So you have to go first here and then there, like tuck, 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 and then like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Otrok does this as well. Someone
Yeah.
down the line, he does this a lot. He goes and then
Up. Yeah. And ball also from the back, like even with side spin, he does a lot.
incredible. Yeah, it's just unbelievable. He uses he loads of wrist.
Yeah, only wrist. He doesn't move too much his arms, like underarm and a lot of wrist. Yeah, very fast.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much. Cheers,
Okay, you're welcome. See you next time then again. Very good. Keep climbing. I see you. Like, when did we play? 1 week?
It's about just over a week now, like 10 days maybe, something like that.
And you had 2,000 what? 200 or something?
700 something.
No, now you have 700. Before.
Before, I don't know.
Like, yes. You will be next week, you will be 2,800, 2,900. You should be top 20 for sure. Especially with this, if you fix this, your forehand is very, very good. Serves are very, very good. Just this, just your backhand. A little bit and more consistent, then you will see, boom. And same thing will happen in real life. You will not believe it. Yeah, you will not believe it. It's like, oh my God.
This makes sense. This for sure.
Yeah.
Like, this for sure will be better in real life because it makes sense. It just makes sense. It's obvious.
Yeah.
I'm just didn't realize you've taught me that, and I can see clearly.
Just this, yes. But all the top, if you pay attention to what the top players do, they do exactly the same. And you see, especially the Chinese, they have their arm almost stretched out. If you watch Chinese practice, they have their arm almost stretched out, and then only when they do then this from chop, or they go back. Okay, so we'll check you out next time then.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Cheers.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Have a good day. Have a good night.
Bye bye. See, it's amazing, isn't it? How with a little bit, if you fix a little bit your technique, what a big difference it is. And he as you see, he had to do less now. Because before he did either the very, very dangerous, like not very dangerous, very risky, like this, where it's like, it's like lottery. Maybe it goes in. If it goes in, I don't touch the ball, but most of the time it go out, right? Like this. Or he did like soft. This was easy for me. I said, okay, just bring the ball in. And now just with a little bit wrist, a little bit up, and you have to stand like this. Pop, no, parallel like this. Pop, 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 and then chip, there. Pop, 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 chip. And that's it. And it works exactly the same in real life. Ball is the best example, yes. Very good. So, I think I will upload this now. Let me see what rank. 2.